Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. How are you all? I hope you are doing great. In our last classes, we have finished B reading from 4th unit, right? Dear Mom, I told you to write classwork, children. I hope you have written glossary and summary in classwork. Not only that, even we have finished workbook part from 4th unit as well. So please complete everything. Okay. And I think from January 4th onwards, we have SC1 exams as well, right? I have given portion as well, right? What is the portion, children? Up to 3 units. First, second, 3 units. So please read all the lessons and prepare well for the exams, right? In today's session, we will be discussing C reading titled The Emperor's New Clothes. What is the name of the lesson, children? The Emperor's New Clothes. I think most of you know this story. So it's very interesting story, children, and there is one good message, moral story as well. Okay, so our Nirbhaya children, they are always very wise, right? That too especially 7th class children, I know very well. So you are very talented, very creative, very clever, very wise, right? Am I correct or not, children? Yes. So, always, children, in your life, whatever you do, you have to be alert, right? In our life, we meet so many strange people, right? Whenever we are talking with others, we have to be alert. We should not listen to them whatever they are saying, and we should not believe that. You need to check from your end whether the opposite person is saying correct or not. You need to inquire. You need to be wise. You need to be more attentive. Right? Until and unless you confirms that whatever the other person is saying correct, you should not listen to him or her. Right? You should not be cheated. That's what I want to say. Don't give any chance to cheat you. Of course, you don't give, but it's just a small advice from my side, children. So, here in this story, we are going to see an emperor, how he was cheated by two weavers. Weavers means the persons who weaves the cloths, right? So, emperor means generally a very strong person, of course, very wise, right? Emperor, that means what? He is taking care of the people. So many people depends upon him, right? The total kingdom. Then how he should be. But what happened to him? What was the incident that was taking place in his case? We are going to see that. So do you know the difference between king and emperor, children? So king means for each and every kingdom we have the king. But coming to emperor, so many kings will be under his control. That means so many kingdoms will be under his control. That is the difference between emperor and kingdom. So you know Bahubali, right? So he is an emperor, right? So we'll see the lesson. I'm not going to explain before itself. So as it is a story, we'll read and we'll explain. Okay, everybody open your textbooks. Page number 69. C reading, page number 69. The Emperor's New Clothes. Many years ago, there was an emperor who was so fond of new clothes that he spent all his money on them. One day, two men came to the emperor's court. "We are weavers," they said. "We can make the most beautiful cloth in the world." The emperor was very happy. So many years ago, there was an emperor. He was so fond of new clothes. So fond means he liked that. He loves clothes. He always wanted to wear new clothes. He always wanted to look good. Okay, that's why he used to spend all of his money on them. Spent. He used to spend money on new clothes because he loves clothes. Right, children? Next, what happened? One day, two men came to his court. Men. Man, singular, men, plural. One day, two men came to his court and they introduced themselves by saying that we are weavers. Weavers means, you know that, right? The people who weaves the clothes. So previously there used to be handlooms, right? Nowadays we are having machines, we are getting the clothes. But previously people used to weave clothes on handlooms. You might have read about this in your social, right? Next, we can make the most beautiful cloth in the world. The emperor was very happy. So what was the thing said by the weavers? They said about themselves, right? What they told. Do you know, my lord? Okay, so my majesty, do you know what is our specialty? We can make the most beautiful cloth in the world. The most beautiful. So it is superlative degree, children. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Not only that, please observe the article, the most beautiful. Okay, in superlative degree, we get the. Okay, so the emperor was very happy. By listening that, the emperor was very happy because he likes clothes, right? Obviously, as the weaver said, if they are going to make the beautiful cloth, he can wear that, right? So that's why he felt very happy. Our cloth is also very special, said the man. Only wise men can see it. Fools cannot. One more thing. What was said by the weavers? They told that one more specialty is there. What is that? Do you know, my lord? The cloth woven by us, only wise men can see that. Foolish people can't see that. Wise means clever, intelligent, smart. So the people who are like that, they can only see that. That cloth is only visible to them. Remaining people who are foolish, they can't see that. That's very good, thought the emperor. When I wear the clothes made with it, I will know who is wise and who is foolish. So what he thought, king? He thought himself a wise man. So he thought that obviously I'm going to see the cloth because I'm very wise. And that's going to be good. When I wear these clothes, I can understand, I can know in my kingdom who is wise and who is not wise. So who is foolish, I can identify that. So he thought like that. Who thought like that? Emperor thought like that. The emperor gave the man a lot of money. Start weaving at once, he told them. So to make those clothes, emperor gave him a lot of money. And he told them to start weaving. They set up 2 looms and pretended to be very busy, though they had nothing at all on the looms. They asked for the finest silk and the purest gold thread. They put these in their own bags and they worked at the empty looms until late at night. Emperor told them to start the work, right? So these weavers, what did they ask? They asked the emperor to give them lot of money. They have taken so much of money from the emperor. Not only that, even these people asked the emperor to provide finest silk. The finest silk. So again, superlative degree. So we have seen in the lesson magic of silk, right? Okay, they started producing the finest silk, which is very beautiful, pretty, and of course cost will be very high. So here, to make the cloths, to weave the cloths, even these people also asked the emperor to provide the finest silk. Not only that, even along with that, they asked for the gold thread. So what they told? They told that by using the golden thread, we are going to weave the cloths. So even those were also provided by the king. Then these 2 weavers, they have taken all these things, whatever the silk and the gold thread they got from the emperor, just they had kept those threads in their own bags and then started weaving on the empty looms, right? So just they sat in front of the looms and just they were pretending. Pretending means acting. Pretend means acting. So they were just acting. They were moving their hands. Nothing was on that. Whatever the threads were there, just they put it there in their bags itself. Okay. So even nothing is to be there. They were sitting in front of the looms up to late night. So they were making. So here, what is the meaning here, children? These people are very wise. Who are very wise? Weavers are very wise. They are making all the people foolish. See, children, think about that. Can we make any clothes like that? Okay, so is that possible in reality? Okay, the clothes that can be visible by only wise man and foolish man cannot see that. Is it possible to weave such a sort of clothes? Obviously, it will not be possible. But the king, he didn't think that. As he fond of new clothes, just he came into the words of the weavers and he had given chance them to do all those things. Right? So like that weavers were, they have started weaving, and let us see what happened later. I should like to know how these weavers are getting on with my cloth, thought the emperor. Only wise men can see the cloth. I'll send my old minister, who is the wisest man in the court. So the good old minister went into the room in which the men were working at the empty looms. What can be the meaning of this? Thought the old man, opening his eyes very wide. I can't see anything on the looms. Okay. So like that, few days passed by. The king wanted to know about the progress of the weaving. So he wanted to see how much it was finished. That's why he wanted to send one of his people to the weaver's place. So he decided to send his old minister. Obviously, ministers means will be very wise, right? That to old minister. So he was very wise person. So emperor knew about him. That's why he decided to send minister to go and see how much it was completed. So ILL children. So it is a short form. In the previous class we have discussed that one, right? So it must be pronounced like I will. Which this is a short form or contracted form. Expanded form will be I will. Okay. So try to like you need to use them, children. Whatever the grammar things you learn, you need to apply while reading. Then you can understand very easily. Okay. So here the old minister, he went inside of the weaver's room. Then he looked at the loom. But to be surprised, okay, very surprisingly, he was not able to see anything on the looms. Then he couldn't believe himself, the old minister. So he didn't understand what is happening. Even he widened his voice to see anything, but he couldn't see anything. So what is happening, he couldn't understand. And he thought and he said to himself that I can't see anything on the looms. Understood, children? So tell me, children, why the old minister is not able to see anything? Does it mean he is foolish? No, he is not foolish man. He is wise only. But then why is he not able to see? Because actually nothing is there on the looms. The weavers, they are only pretending. As there is nothing on the looms, even the old minister is not able to see anything. So here weavers are cheating. They are just acting. Right? Next. Turn the page. Come a little nearer, said the man to the minister. Isn't the cloth beautiful? So here weavers told him to come nearer and weavers asked him, isn't the cloth beautiful? Isn't. Isn't means is not. Is not the cloth beautiful? So weavers were asking, see how really clever they were. They pointed to the empty looms. The poor old minister looked hard. He could see nothing on the looms, for nothing was there. These weavers, they have pointed on the empty looms. They have shown the empty looms. The poor old minister looked hard. He could see nothing on the looms. Here looked hard means with a very difficulty. So he had widened up his eyes and started to see very keenly. Okay, even though he couldn't see anything. So it was very hard for him. Okay, what he thought? Is it possible that I'm a fool? Well, sir, said one of the men, how do you like the cloth? Okay, so he was thinking. He was talking to himself. The old minister, he was talking to himself. What is happening here? Does it mean I'm a fool? Is it possible that I'm a fool? Like that minister was thinking. while he was thinking, while he lost in his thoughts, one of the weavers, he disturbed him. He asked, "Well, sir, and how do you like the cloth?" He asked, "So tell me, how is the cloth? Did you like that? Isn't it beautiful?" Like that, one of the weavers asked. "Oh, it's splendid," said the minister. Splendid means excellent. Splendid means excellent. Then the old minister, what he told? "Yes, it's really pretty, good, excellent, splendid." No words, marvelous. Like that, the old minister said. So children, tell me, why did he say like that? Really, is he able to see the cloth? Old minister is not able to see anything. Then why did he say like that? Why did he say the cloth is splendid? What will happen if he says, "I couldn't see the cloth"? What will happen if the old minister says like that? What will happen? Everybody in the kingdom treats him like a fool. Everybody will laugh at him, right? So that's why he don't want to say the truth. What is the truth here? Nothing is there on the looms. But he don't want to reveal that. He wanted to make it as a secret. So what he said, "Yes, I'm able to see the cloth. It's very splendid." Like that he said. Understood, children? Yes. Next, what happened? Now the emperor thought he would like to see the cloth. So he called his officers and went with them to the weaver's room. "Isn't the cloth beautiful?" said the old minister, pointing to the empty looms. "How is this?" said the emperor to himself. "I can see nothing at all. Am I a fool?" "Oh, it's beautiful," said the emperor aloud. Anyway, the old minister, he returned back to the court. Okay, and he went near the emperor. He told that, "Really, the cloth is very beautiful. Your new dress, it's looking marvelous." Like that, who said? Old minister said. After listening that, even emperor, he wanted to see the cloth. So after a few days, he also went near the weavers. Then again, weavers asked the emperor same question. "Isn't the cloth beautiful?" Even minister also asked the same question. Minister also pointed his hand towards the empty looms. Minister also pointed his hands towards the empty looms and asked, "How is the cloth? Isn't it beautiful?" But again the same thing was repeated. Even the emperor was also not able to see anything. He thought to himself, "Am I a fool?" But he also doesn't want to reveal that. That's why even emperor, what he said, "Oh, it's really beautiful," said the emperor aloud. Loud means just with a great voice. Right, children? So, I'm going to end today's session. Remaining part we'll discuss in the tomorrow's session. Okay. Today's homework is just read the lesson once and try to identify the new words. Okay. Thank you.